Hey guys, we are about to play one last match with the blue-red Zubera deck. I'll be back with you guys when I have an opponent. Alright, we have an opponent. We would like to play first. Oh, excuse me for the antivirus software, but I would like to play first. I think this is a keep. Anticipate makes it one, I think, more than anything. So I think we go with this hand. We play our Fumarole first. We do have early lightning bolts. We have, part of what we want, but we definitely want a few more Zubera. And Anticipate can help us get there. We also want a few more lands, but between drawing cards and anticipating, we're probably going to get some combination of those things. We did just draw another Zubera, so we do like playing against creature-based decks. Opponents who are not creature-based, this deck is much worse against, but we'll give it a try. Okay, I think I'd rather have the land here over our Ryusei and our Rushing Tide Zubera. All right, and I think that was a good choice because now we can start playing Zubera next turn. Was no guarantee we would. Okay, Ameria. All right, so we're playing a creature-based deck. That's the good news. Bad news is our opponent's deck might be like hyper-aggressive, although he didn't have a great start at this game at least. So I'm going to play Burning Eye in my turn. So if we can get Burning Eye and Rushing Tide into play and we get to Blasphemous Act, like our opponent's board away, we're going to be pretty happy. So we've got to try to get him to commit more cards to the board, and that might be where Lightning Bolt comes in. He does have a Myria the Sky Ruin, incidentally, which isn't great, but he only has one, for us that is. He has one Plains in play, though. He also has a Watchtower, so he's got the Manland, and Manlands are pretty good against us and for us. Nothing, huh? That's strange. Do I just put Followed Footsteps on this guy? I think we swing with him and see what happens. Oh, he can just block it. That's why. Yeah, I'm going to put Followed Footsteps on him. If he dies, so be it. We don't really want to lose life for that, though. If he doesn't die, though, we're going to be pretty happy if we just get to have Followed Footsteps on a Burning Eye Zubera. All right, it looks like it happened. So this can just win us the game single-handedly, making Blasphemous Act cheaper and making it... Each one of these will do 3 damage to something. So when we get to Blasphemous Act, plus we have 2 Lightning Bolts, so we're going to get there even more quickly. And if we get at least 1 copy out of it, I at least feel like I've succeeded, although that's probably not quite succeeding since we paid 5 mana for another Burning Eye Zubera. At sorcery speed and extremely fragile, but hey, this is strange. Our opponent has Honor of the Pure in play, but we have not seen a whole lot in the way of creatures. It may be, I guess, that he knows what my strategy is, and he doesn't want to play his creatures, but we can just kill him with Zuberas if that's what he wants, So he has to play creatures at some point. Maybe he'll play Wildfire. Wouldn't be, something like that would hurt, but not too badly. I think this next turn we probably start swinging with all of our Zuberas. You have to play something big and scary. Assemble the Legion. That is pretty good against us. But I think we can time it in such a way that we'll win before then, because we're up to 3 Burning Eye Zuberas. We got 2 Lightning Bolts. We swing for 9 here. We can swing for even more, actually. Yeah, we swing for more. We let our opponent dirtle while we smash in for 4, 7, 10. We smash in for 13. We can almost just kill him with Lightning Bolts, but that feels wrong in this deck. But hey, we are using Followed Footsteps at least, which is, he may have Path to Exile or something. Although I guess he probably would have used it earlier. All right. So he does get 1 dude here, but the dude doesn't worry me too much. I can Blasphemous Act for the win. I can swing for the win. I can bolt for the win. Our situation's pretty sweet. Okay, he's going to O-ring something, probably that guy. But I don't think it's enough to stop us. Why would you go after the Followed Footsteps and not the creature it's attached to? You get both. That's interesting. Seems like a mistake, but it's interesting. Because if he hit that, this creature... I guess if he hits that... okay, well, pacifism. That's something, but it also doesn't matter. We still just win through swinging plus bolting. We could win with Blasphemous Act as well. We can win double Blasphemous Act. So I think we swing. I don't want to show my opponent I have stuff like Blasphemous Act because it'll get him to play differently in game 2. So I'm just going to swing and then bolt. I could also just use my fumarole if I wanted to. And then we go for a bolt. So Zubera won, not in the way they're supposed to, but just sort of mobbing the table with the help of followed footsteps. So we probably want Pyroclasm here. Probably want less followed footsteps. Maybe less Ryusei. One less Ryusei. But we didn't see a whole lot of our opponent's deck, honestly. We could turn off his man land with Pithing Needle. It doesn't say non-land, right? Yeah, as long as it's not a man ability. Rending Volley seems like it would be okay, but we'd probably just put Ryusei back in. Our opponent's deck wasn't incredibly fast, despite running Honor of the Pure, so seems like Muster the Legion is his primary way of winning. Okay, we got a bad hand this time. We are going to mulligan. We got another bad hand, which will mulligan. Another bad hand, which we're going to keep this time and pray we scry a mountain. Not a mountain, but I'll take it. So we're probably going to lose this one, the way things started. But if we draw incredibly well, we do have Blasphemous Act plus 2 Zubera. So, not the worst start in the world. Wall of Omens, okay. Well, we do need to draw another red land, ideally. So, and we do have a bolt to stall early. These Walls of Omens, and they're not getting bolted. Okay, well, I don't mind that. I will go ahead and just play Ember Fist here. Play a mountain, an island. So my hope is to either draw a land or another 2-drop Zubera or an Anticipate. I guess I'd take any of those things. So that's a good chunk of my deck. So let's draw one of those things. Wow. Well, our opponent is definitely outcarding us right now. But he's also making my Blasphemous Act cheaper, which could be relevant in the decently near future. Ugh, okay. Did not draw anything on my wish list, but we do have 2 lightning bolts to kill whatever problem creatures our opponent might play against us. We can only use 1 right now, but so there are 4 creatures in play. So 4, 5, 6. So we're only 1 creature away from being able to play Blasphemous Act, which I like. Ugh. Still whiffing on what we want to draw, but our opponent seems to be dirtling, so, and that we're okay with. He might be playing something scary now, though. If he plays that Muster the Legion early, like this board state where we haven't done anything, we're going to be in trouble. A Crow and Horse, okay. That doesn't concern me terribly. Enjoy your soldier token. Okay, well, there's something on my wish list. It's definitely at the bottom, but it's on my wish list anyway. Now we can play Blasphemous Act, and we'd blow up everything, and we draw 2 cards and do 2 damage, which may end up being worth it. I would like to get a Rushing Tide Zubera in play 2 before I do it, if I can help it, but if not, I'd also like my opponent's hand to be a little more empty. So, okay. So his devotion is kind of scary right now. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, not necessarily. We can actually just bolt this. That probably is what we just do here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I think making him commit more things to the board is what we want. And right now, if we hadn't bolted that, he could have mobbed us pretty well. Yeah, that is pretty nice little combo. Okay, well, we do another Blasphemous Act. Draw 2 cards, blow up his whole board, be able to play another Blasphemous Act in some point in the near-ish future. Do 2 damage as well. Yeah, let's go for it. We get to keep our Fumarole too. So we're going to play our first Blasphemous Act. Blow up the board. We don't get to do a whole lot of cool stuff because we just couldn't draw our 4th land for any of these, which would have made this a lot sweeter for us, but Drawing 2 after a Blasphemous Act is still pretty nice. And we did draw a land. We drop our opponent to 19. We play a land. And we end our turn. Ready to bolt something. Ready to play out our Zuberas. We also are getting closer to Wildfire. Ooh. Okay. That's a problem. That's a very good Magic card. And a difficult one to beat. One you definitely don't want to Wildfire against. Although you do kind of want to Wildfire against it if you have this guy in play. Especially because we have Bolt too. So I'm going to be tempted to Bolt it. 4 power or greater. So yeah, that's not very good against us. So we're going to be able to Bolt and Blasphemous Act to take down Elspeth. We'll use the 3 damage from this. So I think that's probably what we do. I think we... if he has a trick or something, I'm going to be sad. I think we just take it. Because we don't want to lose our Zubera, because right now it's how we kill Elspeth. With its help. Yes, I do. Alright. So, I think we go with Blasphemous Act again. Holding onto our land seems good for now. Blowing up our opponents would be nice, but I think we have... having 2 more Zubera in my hand makes me want to not do it that way. So we can actually do this and then also play a Zubera, which is pretty good. Then we're going to redirect this damage, killing Elspeth. Killing Elspeth with the Zubera feels pretty good. And then we'll play Rushing Tide. So the double Rushing Tide plus Wildfire will be pretty sweet. Unlike in the last game, though, we didn't build like an early advantage at all, so our opponent's still at 19. Pacifism, you know, would have been nice to get in for some damage, but we're not too concerned. I think we just play another one. Drawing 9 cards after Wildfire seems fair. Okay, that's bad. He's also got 5 planes, so I think it's time to Wildfire, like as soon as we can, because we don't want him to get there. We have another Wildfire too. How about that? He needs to get to 7, right? Drop our opponent to 16. I mean, all he's going to get back are Wall of Omens, actually, or Crow and Horse. Like, his best card he's played so far is not a creature. So, if we play Wildfire now, he has to lose at least 1 planes. If he waits, if we wait, he doesn't have to lose any. But I'm greedy, so I'm going to play another Rushing Tide Zubera. Because I'm a greedy person. Elspeth here would be pretty bad for us. Another Elspeth. Okay, Oblivion Ring. It's annoying. It kind of counters our greed, certainly, but it's not the end of the world. This Elspeth might be, if that's what he's playing. Foundry Champion. Okay, good. That can't do anything to us right now. That's a card I've actually not ever seen before. I was not actually playing actively during Return to Ravnica block. I guess that's Guild Crash or something, and that's just a card I haven't encountered, so it's cool to see. So I think it's probably Wildfire time, right? Yeah, that makes me want to do it even more. Okay. We're going to go for the Wildfire. We're going to draw 6. Make our opponent lose some lands. We're going to lose... We want to keep... it doesn't matter. We have Shivan Reef in our hand. We're about to draw 6 cards. We do want to keep our Fumarole, but other than that, it doesn't really matter. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. Okay. I will draw 6. There's 3 of them. There's 3 more. That's pretty good. Pretty good 6 cards to draw for a reload. I forgot to play. I did forget to play a land. Stupid me. Okay. If I'd played a land, I wouldn't have had to discard a land here. And I would have only had to discard 1 card, which probably would have been like Anticipate. Oh, I do only have to discard 1. I wouldn't have had to discard at all, though, if I hadn't been stupid. Could have played my Fumarole. I think we lose Anticipate. We kind of have exactly what we want in our hands, so Okay, Crow and Horse. Sure. Just makes our Blasphemous Act better, right? All right, so I think we play... Oh, we'll play Ember Fist. This probably doesn't matter. And play a Fumarole, and in our turn... Right, so we can start tapping down a creature every turn. He has that little combo going, but our deck doesn't care that much, although it would be nice to actually get in for some damage. Our Ryusei can survive a Wildfire. It's worth mentioning. And our Fumaroles, which we keep drawing, can also get us there. What to do, what to do. I think I want to play Floating Dream here. I mean, Rushing Tide. I can't keep them straight. Hyphenated name. Then we end our turn. Not exactly sure what our opponent's deck is doing. I mean, I see this combo. But, I mean, an Elspeth, obviously, is very good. If we lose, it's going to be to Elspeth, I think. But I'm not exactly sure what we have going on here. But I would like to get Ryusei into play and then Wildfire. Then we have, like, a path to victory in the air. Right now, Wildfire's pretty good, but not amazing. Launch the fleet. Okay. All right. Launch that fleet. He has one card in his hand. I think I'm going to go ahead and block both of these creatures. Since he gave me a Crow and Horse to block with. And I have a Rushing Tide Zubera, who I'd kind of like to keep. Oh, that's right. He can tap down all my creatures. So it's kind of built around this, the Court Street Denizen. So it seems. He has had, that's the most synergistic stuff we've seen is around that. So we take 4, which is not exactly ideal. If he has another fleet thingamajig, it's going to hurt, but I think we still probably get to do what we want to do a little more quickly. Okay, so I think we anticipate first. And I'll just take a land. Don't think we want Followed Footsteps here. And then I'll play my Fumarole, and then I'll play another Zubera. And then we may just not have time to play Ryusei, which makes me sad because we're going to take some damage. Especially if he has a second Call of the Fleet. If he doesn't have a second one of those, I think we probably have plenty of time. Plenty of time. I'm glad we got him off of Emiria. I was surprised he sacrificed those lands the way that he did. Okay. So he gets to tap something down. That's fine with us. Now we're going to play Ryusei. And Anticipate's nice to have after we Wildfire in case something doesn't go in our favor. But it looks probably like it will. So we're going to play Ryusei. We're going to end our turn. And then we're going to Wildfire. Wildfire will let us draw 3 cards, do 3 damage, and this will survive. We'll blow up his whole board. We'll keep our Fumaroles as we like to do. Definitely a token deck, I guess. I guess we've seen that much. I guess we know that much. Let's see what he got. Oblivion Ring would be bad. There's a lot of things. That much mana is bad. Ooh, okay. Does that just kill us? 1, 2, 3, 4. That just kills us because he taps down our whole team. So he got there and launched the fleet. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Taps down our whole team. And then, yeah, we're just dead. All right. Well, we were turned away from our own win. If I had been greedy and I just Wildfired, we probably would have won. So maybe I should keep that in mind for this game. Definitely do want Pyroclasm in our deck. And I don't think we change anything else. Yeah, we don't change anything else. We got the fleet launched against us. I guess it could be a launch the fleet deck too. Ooh, that's bad. That is decent. What's on top? That makes it better. So we do need to draw. I probably should have played Shivan Reef, but we do need to draw. Away wipe the board, but we have a lot of early board presence. If I want to play a Floating Dream first, there's no reason for me to take 1. So Floating Dream it is. Yeah, that makes more sense now. I mean, we've seen more action. Okay, well, we did draw a board sweeper. And we get in early. And now I think I do play Ember Fist. Chances are our opponent's going to afford us the chance to just get to play Blasphemous Act because he plays a lot of creatures. Ooh, his creatures are going to be big, but not big enough. We'll get in for 2. We will play Floating Dream Zubera under turn. So right now we draw 3 cards. Oh, no, we draw 6 cards and do 3 damage. So Blasphemous Act's pretty good. I do kind of feel like I would want to wait for him to commit a few more cards to the board, especially because we're at as much life as we are. We don't have to worry like a huge amount. I'm going to use Anticipate just right now. See what we can see. I could get another Anticipate or a Burning Eye Zubera. I think we probably want Burning Eye Zubera. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. And we're going to end the turn. Opponent goes up to 19. Play more cards from your hand. Not those, though. That makes Wildfire's getting pretty bad at this rate, so... attack, interestingly. Alright, well, we're going to have to take some damage just to play our Burning Eye Zubera, but I think we do it here. And we end our turn. I probably am getting close to where I just have to Blasphemous Act, but I don't think I'm quite there. We do have double Lightning Bolt, if that's important. Right? That card is pretty bad against us. But hey. Opponent's down to 3 cards. Okay, got a second Blasphemous Act, so that makes me a little more willing to fire it off. So we have 4, 5. So we have exactly enough to play Blasphemous Act right now. So we will. Blasphemous Act. We don't get nearly as much value as usual. He doesn't have a ton of creatures in play. But we kill a creature that helped kill us. And we draw 8 cards. And we do 3, 7 damage to his dome. So pretty productive, I guess. I'll take it. And then we draw cards. Wow. Oh, we haven't drawn them all. I was going to say, no lands, huh? That's brutal. All right, so we drop our opponent to 12. And we do have lands. So we're going to play one. 3, 4, 5. We have all of our Blasphemous Acts we managed to draw. Granted, we did draw a lot of cards, but that's still pretty lucky. I think we want Ryusei. I mean, we're 1 mana away from being able to play him. I don't think we want Follow the Footsteps. And I think we can probably lose 2 more lands and hold on to our big board sweepers and our Zubera and stuff. Yeah. We want to hold on to red so we have another painless source of red, but... So our opponent's creatures are going to be big, and that's a pretty big creature. He can also make it quite large, but I don't think it's quite big enough. I mean, I think I'm willing to just take a turn off and play Ryusei. If he has Oblivion Ring, we're just dead, but we're close to dead at least. But if we can just hit our opponent, we're pretty happy. So he can make his creature into a 9/9 right now. I think we just take it if that's what he does, and then we have all kinds of options next turn. So we can drop him to 1 next turn without, like, with what we have in our hand already. May just end up being black. Oh, he has Oblivion Ring. Okay. I mean, that's not game. Like I said, it's not quite game, but it is bad. We do have double Lightning Bolt, which can take down this thing now that he's tapped out. Yes, it can. He's not tapped out, but he's tapped enough of his mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he plays a bunch of tokens here, we probably just go for Blasphemous Act. He does not. So he did tap out. Now we only need... Oh, no, we still need 2 Lightning Bolts. Oh. Okay, we take 6. Our poor Ryusei. So, Do I double lightning bolt? I think I'm gonna anticipate and think about things. See what our other options are. Another anticipate or lands. I think we probably want another anticipate. We can also just anticipate again right now. And I think we do that. Yeah. Pyroclasm. You're not very good anymore. So here we'll take a fumarole. Our opponent, with all his pump and play, makes it a lot worse. So we're going to bolt. And then we're going to bolt. So keeping our opponent's board small is ideal. We have 2 Blasphemous Acts to help us do that. And he doesn't seem to have a huge number of creatures. So right now, fumarole may just get us to a win on its own. God, what is he doing? Something scary. Nope, not so scary. 3/7 though. That is that's the biggest wall of omens I think I've ever seen. So there's that. All right. So I think we take the turn to play our Burning Eye Zubera. End our turn. Ooh, yeah, that's got a good chance of killing us. I gotta say, I have to say it does. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. We also almost have enough mana for 2 Wandering Fumarole activations, but not quite. So this thing's going to be a 4/4, so I'll block it the first time and hit my opponent for 3, I guess. But yeah, I think his creatures just got too big for us to deal with. Thanks to the triple honor of the pure that we're probably not going to win this game. It will be hard. Well, that's interesting. He wants to try to mob me, I guess. Which, you know, he can do. He gets 2 of them this turn. Lightning Bolt, huh? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, he can swing at me for 8 next turn. No. He can swing at me for more than that. Damn. We are in quite a pickle. Blasphemous Act and then being able to activate the fumarole would be sweet. But I think it costs too much. No, I don't think it does. 3, 4, 5. No, yeah, it does cost too much right now to do both. We do have a bolt, which can help us get there. I think we wait a turn. We block one of these. We go to 1. We drop him to 9. Then we bolt him. Drops him to 6. And our Blasphemous Act will be cheaper. But, God, I still think we end up dying, don't we? But we're going to try. We'll try. I think we're dead, though, thanks to our inability to deal with enchantments, basically, has been... Oh, he also has these Forbidding Watchtowers, by the way. So, we're just dead, guys. I don't think we really have a way out. Because even if we do Blasphemous Act, he can kill us with, what'll it be, a 4/9, one of those? Something stupid like that. Well, Blasphemous Act will be cheap. I can tell you that. Ooh, that might just does that just kill us right here? Because that'll do 5 to us, and then he swings for these 3. I can activate a fumarole and block, but basically yes. Path to Exile. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think we lose to this thing. This Boros tokens deck. Yeah, there's no way we survive, so we're dead. We're just dead to the board. 12 damage. We can only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can actually activate it twice. So let's give it a go, I guess. We'll let our opponent attack. We can actually kill 2 of the tokens too. We probably want to do this in a way where we take 0 damage, which I think we can do if I tap my mana smartly. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that'll work. Freaking 3 Honor of the Pures. Whose idea was that? losing both of our fumerals too sort of eliminates any chance we had of winning. But we have to do it if we don't want to die. If we'd gotten to hold on to our fumerals, if he hadn't played this Foundry, we actually had a shot at almost winning, at least if he tapped out. So, who knows? What can we... Is there anything we can draw that gets us out of this? I don't really think there is. We're going to take these with us. All right. Pow. Oh, we're dead anyway. What was I smoking there? You guys are probably like, you are dead, dude. I don't know why you're bothering. And you would be right. It is a little late at night, so thinking skills aren't up to snuff. But that was fun.